Hello once again, audience. My name is Anthony, and you're now in the Geek Refuge. Joined once again by Chris and Ray.
Hey. Hello.
Today, we're going to talk about another game in the Borderlands trilogy. Well, not really a trilogy now, but Borderlands 2, also known as most people's favorite game, with more loot.
Has over 86 bajillion guns.
As quoted by Hammerlock, who is basically the gentleman scientist. What was it? What did they say? Gentleman researcher?
Gentleman researcher, something else like that.
Philanthropist?
I think philanthropist.
Something like that. In this game, it starts out with a new villain, Hyperion. In this, you start out in the beginning with four new Vault Hunters now. Namely, the Commando,
Axton.
the Berserker,
Well,
Gunzerker,
Salvador.
the Siren,
Maya.
and Zero, the Number.
Or the assassin.
Yeah,
Hunter,
the assassin.
Scholar, Gentleman.
Hunter, Scholar, Gentleman. But people just call him Zero, and I think generally he's a fan favorite.
Well, they're all fan favorites. I think the least fan favorite would be Axton, just because he's not
People just consider him the most generic.
powerful. Chris over here plays Axton.
Yeah.
He's a wee pleb.
You gotta play the advanced ones that do more than just throw down a turret.
Yeah.
Well,
So
in Borderlands 2 story, you start out with all the main cast, or at least not all the main cast, all the playable characters in a train wreck or in a train, because they're going to they've been invited to Pandora, I believe, by Jack.
Handsome Jack.
Yeah, Handsome Jack, the new villain, the guy who keeps on calling you up every 10 seconds to remind you how much of an asshole he is. But, yeah, you get called over, and then turns out it was a trap. It's a trap meant to kill Vault Hunters, which I think is a pretty costly trap, considering that every single time he springs this, he's going to have to build another freaking trainway, railway.
He's got the money.
Yeah, he's got the money, but whatever. Oh yeah, Butt Stallion. I can't forget about Butt Stallion, but he comes later. And then after that, you get you're in a winter wasteland, how people call it, snowy place.
Tundra.
The tundra, yeah. And you get discovered by something known as Claptrap. You know that
From the
annoying.
first game.
Yeah, you know that annoying little thing, that annoying little shit that never shuts up. Yeah, that guy. Nobody likes him. I mean, people do, but whatever. After that, you're basically brought around. He helps you back up to bring you to Sir Hammerlock, Gentleman Scholar.
Scholar Gentleman, or Scholar Hunter Gentleman.
Yeah, Scholar Hunter Gentleman brings you there to go fix Claptrap's eye, because it was like ripped out by a
bullymong.
A bullymong. Yeah, which is basically a gorilla.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Yeah.
Bullymon.
Yeah, it had like what, 6 arms?
Four arms.
I thought.
They're basically 4-armed gorillas.
It's a big four-arm white gorilla, and after that you go to find some. You have to go through a bunch of bandits to, get back to where get your bearings, going back to civilization, whatever civilization may be in this world. And on the way, you actually get to hear Handsome Jack talk to you. And he shows you that, or not shows you, but you hear him talk about a diamond horse. Everyone's favorite diamond horse, Butt Stallion. It's funny how he actually kept the name, despite him saying he was going to change it.
Fun fact about this whole little dialogue between Jack and you. Well, you don't really say anything, but Jack talks to you. While he's talking to you, he sounds like he's eating something, and he says, "Oh man, these pretzels suck." And fun fact about that, while they were recording it, the voice actor for Handsome Jack actually had pretzels with them in the sound booth while he was recording. and everything that he said about, oh man, these pretzels suck, was not supposed to be in the script. He's supposed to talk about butt salad and everything.
So
But
they just added it in.
They kept it in because it captured Handsome Jack's persona so well, even though the main director, Randy Pitchford, absolutely hated him for doing that. But he kept it in just because
It was funny.
Encapsulated Handsome Jack.
Yeah. That basically he Handsome Jack's pretty much the asshole in this game.
He's the bad guy, but he can be funny at sometimes with the things that he tells the Vault Hunters.
Yeah. And besides that one mission where he asks you to commit suicide and he
That's
actually
true.
pays you for it.
That's true. You can actually kill yourself, and he will pay you to kill yourself.
How many times?
You can only do it once.
Yeah, but he gets you like what? He gives you iridium?
Yeah, he gives you iridium.
Yeah.
some money.
He gives you iridium and money for killing yourself.
And he laughs at you for killing yourself.
But but you can't, but you're not gonna die, so it's not really as worth it.
Oh.
Yeah, but so after that, you go and you go meet up with Sanctuary, I believe.
Yeah.
You go look for Roland first.
But he tells you need to go save one of his captains.
Yeah, he had to go save one of them because he was going to get a power cell, I believe.
Yeah, to
Power the
shields.
yeah,
for
power the
Sanctuary.
shields for Sanctuary. And turns out when you go find him, he's dying.
Basically dead. He's being kicked
Yeah.
to death by bandits.
And then you just show up and blow everything up, depending if you're going New Game Plus or whatever. You bring out a pistol and start shooting them otherwise. Otherwise, you pull out a rocket launcher and you start shooting them.
But he dies and tells you that the bandits took the power cell away.
Because the bandits take everything.
So you go and clear out the bandit camp, take the power cell back to Sanctuary. This is
Yeah.
when they finally let you in.
And then after that, you go put in the power cell, and I think you get a few messages going like, "Oh yeah, Roland's not here right now."
Yeah, Roland's
go
not
save
here right
him.
now. Go save Roland. There's no one there besides Patricia Tanis.
Yeah, they're like that person, and then I believe no, you don't meet Lilith till later, right?
You meet Lilith second or first.
First?
You meet
yeah.
Lilith first.
Yeah, you don't, but you don't meet her yet. You don't meet her yet. Not with you don't meet the main cast of the game yet. You just hear about them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, after that, you go looking for him. I think this is when you also meet someone named Scooter.
Oh yeah, Scooter.
Can't forget about Scooter.
Scooter from the first game was not that big of a character, but he captured everyone's hearts with his dumb antics and his dumb
Yeah,
sayings.
he's an idiot, but like everyone likes him.
He's a lovable idiot.
Yeah.
So Scooter tells you need to hunt down the Firehawk. The Firehawk is the code name for Lilith, who was the siren in the previous game, who's now...
Oh yeah, little thing we forgot to say about the sirens is that there can only be 4 of them alive at once.
8 of them alive at once.
8?
8.
I thought it was 4.
8.
Oh, turns out it was 8. Never mind then.
There can be 8 in the universe at one time.
But none more. And you do hear about, or you do see at least 3 of them, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes. Angel, Lilith, and the siren you play as.
Yeah. The siren you play as. There's Maya, Lilith, and then...
Angel.
Angel, but you don't find out about Angel until later on in the game.
Yes.
But the other siren that is speculated to be a siren would be Commandant Steel.
Commandant Steel?
Yeah, she was speculated to be a siren because she has the tattoos.
Oh yeah. I always thought the tattoos were just something given to her by the tribe. Yeah, but after that, then you actually start looking for Roland, I believe.
Yes, you meet the Firehawk, who is Lilith, and
Then
she tasks you with finding Roland because you find out that Roland was captured in a bandit camp that he's trying to hide out in and stock. So you go break Roland out of prison, but this is when Hyperion shows up.
Yeah, Hyperion shows up, and then they basically try to capture him too, and you can save him, I believe, if you do save him and he doesn't get brought back. I believe you get a you can just skip one of the missions.
No, you have to kill the warden.
Yeah, I know that, but if you I remember that you can fail saving him, and then you have to go on a separate mission to go find him again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you fail to kill the warden, he'll
time.
leave. Yeah, he'll leave it. Roland.
And then you have to do a really, in my opinion, it's a big pain in the ass mission.
Yeah, you have to go to the dust and do all the dust missions, and then you eventually open up the Hyperion place. That's when you go save Roland again.
Yeah, otherwise, if you can kill the thing before this, you can just save them and skip all that. And then you go back, and then
Roland tasks you with
getting brick.
no.
Was
He
it Brick
tasks
or
you
Tiny
with
Tina
finding
first?
one of his old friends, Mordecai, which
Oh,
is
Mordecai. Yeah, I remember
the
that.
hunter from the previous game, because he's out in the Tundra Express, and he knows a little friend of theirs that can help you blow up a Hyperion train that's carrying a piece of the vault key. Again, the vaults are back.
Yeah,
We
vaults are back in
collect
this
the
game.
pieces
More
for the
loot.
keys.
Except this time they know it doesn't have loot. It has something else in it.
Yeah.
So basically, when you the friend he's talking about is someone named Tiny Tina. She's basically a demolition expert
Here we go.
who likes
I got
throwing bombs.
Yep.
Are you gonna put Tiny Tina's thing?
Her intro dialogue.
Oh my
yeah,
God, you
it's
are.
the best.
Around the stacks plants, the stalker chased the bandit. The stalker thought 'twas all in fun. Goes the bandit. Oh hi!
Where are we stopping now?
Roland told me you were coming.
She also has one of the harder DLCs. Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon's Keep. But besides the point, then you go blow up a thing.
A Hyperion
you,
train.
You go blow up the train, and then after that you're gonna go look through the wreckage when you meet a somewhat familiar face.
Wilhelm, who's by this point a ginormous half man, half robot.
At this point, if you've never played the pre-sequel, you technically don't know who he is.
But if you play the pre-sequel, you find out that Wilhelm was Jack's enforcer, or
A friend
becomes
is.
Jack's enforcer. But Jack sent Wilhelm to guard the train that's holding another power core that you need.
Yeah.
But the thing about this power core that you don't find out until you kill
After
Wilhelm.
you kill him.
After you kill Wilhelm, you pick up the power core and take it back to Sanctuary, and you plug it into Sanctuary shields.
Turns out it's a fake.
It's a bugged power
It's a
core.
trap.
It's Hyperion controlled, and it allows
And
Jack.
to turn off the shields.
Yeah, it allows Jack to turn off the shields to Sanctuary, and then
Yeah.
he starts bombarding Sanctuary. This is when Lilith gets the bright idea to teleport Sanctuary away
That was
from where it is.
that was after they lifted it up into the sky. By the way, the entire city's flying now.
Yeah.
It's not really explained how they keep it in the air, but you know.
Well, they have turbines.
They have
underneath.
turbines, yeah, but it's powered by power cells.
That's-
Once they run out, where the hell do they get more?
Who says they're running out?
They have to go look for them to just power the frickin' generators.
That's the whole point of the Vault Hunter.
You're not exactly getting any more for them, though. So, yeah, after that, you're flying. The city's flying now, but, you know, because of that, you weren't on the...
Maybe they run on solar energy.
Yeah, maybe. So, Lilith accidentally teleported you out, and so now you have to find another way back onto the ship. And I think the way you do that is that Angel, the person who betrayed you, just says, "Yo, I'm sorry, I'm gonna help you a little bit more." And so she basically makes a beacon, which lets you teleport to Sanctuary. After Handsome Jack tries to stop you by dropping a crap ton of loader bots. Loader bots in this game are just giant construction robots that are modified for war. They're not very effective, but whatever. After that, I believe you go to Sanctuary, and what do you need? What did they ask you after that?
They ask you to go find the Slab King, a.k.a.
Oh.
Brick from
Brick.
the first game. But Brick left everybody, especially the Crimson Raiders, because, one, he got into an argument with Roland, and two, Hyperion killed his dog.
Oh, yeah.
So he's John Wick.
Yes.
Yeah, he's mad because they killed his dog, and he's just going, yeah, I'm gonna kill those Hyperion fools because they killed my dog.
They killed Dusty.
Poor Dusty.
But you're tasked with bringing back Brick. But you have to join his quote-unquote gang, or his bandit gang, by going through an initiation in 1,000 cuts. By basically killing all of his men, and then killing his men again, and then he joins you and finds out that...
The really funny thing is he still gives that an explanation. Like, even though you're a part of my gang, my gang's full of idiots, so they're probably still gonna be shooting at you. So basically, he's basically saying that we didn't bother programming the AI to stop shooting at you.
Yeah. But Brick asks you what you want, and you tell him that Roland's asking for his help because Brick
Yeah.
wrote like a note called "I owe you once world saved,"
Yeah.
and by this point the world needs another saving, so Roland is calling Brick for that IOU. This is where Jack sends out a lot of his forces to try and stop you because
This is closer to the end where you have to get to the iridium fields.
this is where you're getting closer towards the end where you have to fight like the bunker and stuff.
Yeah, the bunker wasn't actually that hard, you know?
If you played Zero and you had Boar, you can insta kill him with the level 1 pistol. No joke. OP8.
Yeah, but I wasn't using Zero. I was using Gauge, and with her, she has the ability to summon a big flying robot.
Gage is the Necromancer, right?
Yes, the Necromancer. The good thing about her is that the robot laser like auto tracks an enemy, so it's like she can continuously shoot at it, or it can continuously shoot at the bunker. And by the way, the bunker isn't actually a bunker; it's a flying ship.
Yeah.
It can continuously shooting at it, which makes things a little bit easier when you run out of ammo, like I did. Yeah, I ran out of ammo and it took forever to kill it. So after that, you find somebody named Angel. Turns out she's powering a bunch of things. And
Turns out that Angel from the first game and the second game is
Handsome
actually
Jack's daughter.
Jack's daughter and is actually a siren.
Yeah.
And she's been powering the key that Jack has for the vault
Charging
this
it,
whole
I
time.
believe.
Yeah, charging it up because it normally has a 400-year cycle that it has to take before it can open up again.
Yes.
But he's been pumping iridium into her to speed up the process so he can get it done
A lot.
a lot faster. So
Obviously, he ain't gonna live 400 years.
okay. So
I mean, he might.
yeah. So he's been pumping his own daughter full of iridium, basically slowly killing her, so he can open up this giant ass vault that
Kind of killing her and also kind of keeping her alive, because I think she's.
Yeah, it keeps her alive, but also drains her a lot.
But no, I believe he said that if she would have died a long time ago if he didn't do this.
Well,
Because I think he said that she couldn't control her own power, so she was eventually going to die from it.
I don't remember that dialogue happening, but
It's in one of the audio logs. You have
Oh.
to find.
But,
Yeah, so eventually he says like, "Oh, she was going to die if I didn't do this."
But this is where Chris's question comes into play because after you fight through and kill the bunker, and you basically save Angel from her misery and stop the iridium from pumping into her, and she kind of slumps over and dies. But right before she dies, she tells her dad that she hates him, and then it goes into a cutscene where Roland tells you that you did a good job because now you have the vault key, and he's telling you what you're gonna do. And this is where Roland gets shot from behind and falls over and dies by Handsome Jack. Chris's question was, how come Roland didn't just respawn? Now there's a lot of theories on why Roland didn't respawn, but the main one, and even one that that Gearbox confirmed was like the main reason why Roland didn't respawn, was because leading up to this point, Jack had turned off all the new U stations. All the new U stations are run by Hyperion. So if he turns off the new U stations, if you die, you can't respawn. Secondly, everybody would ask like, well, isn't Roland wearing a shield? Because he's wearing a shield and everything else, and he had a shield in the first game. So how did he just insta kill him by just passing a shield? If you played the pre-sequel, Jack was experimenting with weapons that could go through shields, and eventually one of the scientists made a weapon that could go through shields, and that's the personal pistol that he keeps on his hip. So when he went and teleported into Angel's chambers, and he shot Roland, the pistol went right through Roland's shield and killed Roland instantly. Because for this cutscene, Roland doesn't
It's
have
made
a lot
for
of health.
that.
It's basically like a normal gun, actually getting shot.
For
So-
real.
Yeah, so Roland fell over and died, and because the new stations were off, he didn't respawn.
Yes.
So why would Jack turn the new stations back on, though, afterwards?
It's called people die and they didn't exactly want you to just have to restart the game because
Yeah. Well,
this is a
no,
game
no, no.
still, remember?
There's a difference between Borderlands 1 and 2. Borderlands 1 has older versions of new use stations that have
That are run
Roland's,
by Doll.
that are run by Dahl and Hyperion. Well, were taken over by Hyperion. These ones have Roland, Brick, Lilith, and Mordecai's information on them. The new ones are the ones that Claptrap let you interface with, have the new Vault Hunter. So if he shuts off the old ones, they can never respawn again. So that's why Roland never respawned, because all he had to do was just shut off the...
And it doesn't affect the new ones because you're not a part of the old system. You're a part of the new one.
So
Which,
the new use station?
yes, you're part of the new use stations, which have your data. Surprising why he doesn't turn those off, but, you know, this is a game. Can't exactly make it impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after that, Lilith gets mad, obviously. Then you start going to the Iridium fields to collect data on where the next, where the vault is,
Yeah.
to go on a raid, a big raid. And it turns out when you finally actually get there, there's no loot. Again, there's no loot in another vault. There's something known as the Warrior.
Yeah. You find out that the vault is guarded by another giant alien entity. This one's known as the Warrior. And Jack's whole plan is to use the Warrior to wipe out all the bandits on Pandora.
Which I'm surprised he thinks he can control, which I think he does.
Jack is kind of like the elusive man from Mass Effect.
Yeah, but
He
this one he
thinks-
actually was controlling it.
Well, yeah, this one he was controlling it because whoever puts in the key
Controls the Warrior.
But, so it's your job to find a way to stop Jack, and this is where
Guns,
everyone...
bullets.
This is where everyone comes together to help the Vault Hunter to stop Jack, so you...
Here's a question. What do you think's gonna kill the Warrior? You're right. It's called bullets. Lots of them.
Yeah. The Warrior's kind of a bullet sponge, but he has a lot more...
He has a lot more attacks that can actually kill you.
He has a lot more mechanics than the
Yeah,
Destroyer did.
The Destroyer was very simple. Just start shooting at his face, find an exploit, find a corner to sit in or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, unlike the Sentinel, which is... Goddamn, the Sentinel. We can talk about, now that we're kind of done with the Borderlands 2, where you actually kill Handsome Jack, I guess we can talk about a little bit of the pre-sequel. And the boss. Yeah, we could talk about a little bit of the pre-sequel now, and the boss we keep on referring to called the Sentinel. It guards, what? Not another vault, right?
Yeah, just...
It guards another vault, and the problem with this person is that, yes, he is a bullet sponge like all the other ones, but each form is a bullet sponge, and he has 8 of them. You're very prone to running out of ammo.
Yeah.
Very prone. Also, since he has 8 forms, it means he has a lot of variations. What boss do you think you had the most trouble in all the Borderlands games?
The Sentinel I had probably the most trouble with the first time ever going through it. Even though I didn't get the pre-sequel until way later after the game came out.
Yeah.
Even still, fighting him by yourself, what's it called? His 8 phases are extremely annoying because he gets his health back every single time.
Obviously.
And he gets a different damage resistance. So the first time you fight him, he's just a normal guy. The second time you fight him, he's resistant to fire. The third time he's resistant to corrosive. And the 5th time he's resistant to...
Electric?
electricity.
Or is it cryo?
Electricity. I don't think he ever has a cryo form.
Yeah, if he had a cryo form, god, that'd be annoying.
So it just makes each encounter with him a little bit harder, and then he gets to his second form, where he's like a giant floating head, and it's just...
Yeah, and I think the biggest issue with that is that the only way to get crits on him was to shoot his eye after you broke the shield.
Yeah.
Which
Unless...
really wasn't that good, because you have to use because the best way to break shields in this game is to use electricity. But when he goes into his electric form, you can't do that. And that becomes incredibly annoying. Personally, my most hated boss was the boss right before it. Or, yeah, not right before. You know the flying boss? The boss that flies around in the pre-sequel.
Flies around the pre-sequel.
Yeah, and then you're supposed to shoot at it from, on the ground.
Talking about Borderlands 1?
2.
Borderlands 2.
No, pre-sequel. Remember the boss that, it's like a kind of a ship that flies around?
Oh, Arcade 5.
Yeah, him.
I hated Arcade 5.
Yeah, my biggest problem with that is that we had a claptrap on our team. And you know what you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
VaultHunter.exe happened, and what VaultHunter.exe does is it basically copies a Vault Hunter from any of the other games. And the problem with this is it can choose Vault Hunters. It can choose the Psycho Vault Hunter, which basically makes it so your melee attacks do massive damage, but you can only melee against the flying boss.
Yeah, just that boss no one liked just because of a lot of people liked him because he's very simple and he just flies in a singular pattern consistently. And always
Yeah,
does
we-
that.
we-
Remember
absolute-
Psycho Vault Hunter?
Yeah, in number 2, it's a
Yeah,
DLC.
Krieg.
Krieg, whatever his name is. Either way, VaultHunter.exe just screwed me over, and I got really mad at the claptrap, and I kicked him out of the game because screw that.
I don't think he meant to.
Yeah, but seriously, you basically ruined the boss fight. You had to make us restart the entire fight because like for VaultHunter.exe to wear off, either you kill an enemy or you exit the battle. In our case, we had to exit the battle because we weren't going to be able to kill anything.
Okay, but it still wasn't his fault. He was just trying to help the team.
He picked Claptrap, so I was gonna kick him anyway.
Well, Claptrap's really, really good.
I don't
If
care.
if you have the right gear and the right spec, he does more damage than everybody else.
Who cares? He still screwed us over until I was mad at him, so I kicked him out.
Rip all the Claptrap players.
Yeah,
So
rip Claptrap
you
players.
rage kick someone out.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Damn,
Wow.
Anthony.
Hey,
That's rude.
hey, there was this one time in Borderlands 2 where we were fighting the bunker, right? And then this random kid just joined us who had a mic. Oh, Jesus Christ, he was like the COD kids all over again. And basically, he died in the middle. He was playing as Axton, and he died in the middle of the center area. He died right there, and there were a ton of loader bots and the bunker shooting at him, and he kept on screaming at us to go heal him.
I hate those people so much.
Like, you freaking idiot! Don't go out. Don't get out of cover. Use rocket launchers. Stop using an assault rifle.
It's whatever.
It's
It's not like everyone has perfect gear whenever they play the game.
It doesn't even matter if you have perfect gear. Just have a rocket launcher. It does the most damage to the loader bots, and it's an easy way to kill things. Yeah, so basically that sums up our experience. Chris, you got anything you want to ask?
Not really. Borderlands has just never been my cup of tea. I've never been much of a fan of it, and it's okay, I guess. I'm more of into like more not linear, more of just like diverse, detailed story based games.
Yeah, you don't get detail in Borderlands. You really don't. But that will conclude our episode of the Geek's Refuge. This is Anthony, and we're signing off.
Bye.
Sayonara.